looking in the mirror, looking in the mirror. Reflections of a 5-year-old looking in the rear view, wondering why she ain't got a father like her peers do. Instead they got a babysitter. 10 years later, been a minute. But before you learn to lose trust, it takes a certain limit. Product of a single mother, fucked up when I think of love. Father figure packed up, it's never been enough. So I'm ducking when I catch a feeling. Hate is what my heart is feeling. Papa killed his fate a million times, so why do I forgive him? Pop's purple pain is killing. Popping veins, I'm probably feeling. People popping up for just the prop for me to hurt. I'm willing. Porcelain to poison venom. Probably won't prosper when I'm see without the poppy prophecies. The problems pouring in and pop the pussy my position. Lying more than politicians. Call him daddy guys a villain. Opposite the opposition. Papa's never far from vision. Copy, partial flexion. Fuck him in pain's a villain, cause it's always popping in him. Looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself. I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself.
I can't find me. I can't find me. I can't find me. I can't find me.
Reflections of the 18, daydreaming a motel. Bruises and they both swell. He's talking just to cope well. He promised but she knows well. He's talking just to cope well. And often they don't go well. And options never go well. Now I'm laying lifeless. My eyes can even cry. It's distracted by the lights. It's a reflection of my iris. Staring at these mirrors on the ceiling. He holds me, I can feel him. These benches feeling Honda while we in them. He say cause she's tall and the way that she dresses right. He rapes us her fault. She should have been dressed right. Like when the cat caught, she shouldn't be out at night. But fucking miss all of them that's been taking away her life. So close your eyes, feel like you're stuck. Take those sips, you nip and you tuck. No consent, he feeling the rush. Feel the burn with every touch. Open wide to losing the guts. Deep inside, you're feeling the cuts. All these mirrors never enough until you feel you're never enough. In the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself. I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself.
I can't find me. I can't find me. I can't find me. I can't find me.
To a young girl, a young queen and a young me. Glass ceilings and these mirrors, these fixtures try to shut me. They hold my light broke and maybe it might choke. And wait that I shift weight like walking a tightrope. Mirrors that we use in a reflection of you, but a direction of you or a correction of you. Expectations versus you, how do you separate the two when the one inside the mirror ain't a beautiful of you? So please, baby, don't fold, baby, don't go. Maybe we losing control, but the lose soul when we breathe, feeling so cold. Stories untold, cause with these broken mirrors don't show is my soul. Please, baby, don't fold, baby, don't go. Maybe we losing control, but the lose soul when we breathe, feeling so cold. Stories untold, cause with these broken mirrors don't show is my soul. I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself. I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, why do I just hate myself? I keep looking in the mirror like, looking in the mirror like, I can't even find myself.
I can't find me. 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 I can't find me.
Hi guys, you're tuned into another Rappler Live Jam and we're hanging out right now with Ruby Ibarra and the Balikbayans. Ruby, can you introduce us to the Balikbayans?
Hey, welcome. Hi, everyone. So my name is Ruby Ibarra, and as a collective together, we are called the Balikbayans. And on the trumpet, we have Mr. Ray. On the sax, we have Rocky G. On the bass guitar, we have Angelo. On the beat machine, we have Miko. On the vocals, today we have Charito. On the guitar, we have Chen. And on the keys, as well as the trombone, we have Mons.
Hi guys, welcome to Manila. It's great to have you here. That was a great way to start. We're actually taping this early in the morning for the people who are watching because these guys are flying back to the US tonight. And it was a great way to start the day. Wow, that was awesome. That song you just played, it's called Broken Mirrors. Can you tell us about the song?
So this song I wrote, it was probably the most personal one on the album for me. The first verse talks about like just womanhood and the things I experienced as a woman, whether it's about rape or just the societal pressures of having to fit a certain mold and the things that we experience in society as well. And for me, it was also very personal because I talked about not having a father growing up and my mom having to take on a lot of those responsibilities.
What was it like bringing those very personal things out into the open for people to listen to?
Writing the songs, especially when they're personal, it definitely makes me very vulnerable. And when I'm writing it and recording it, and I haven't released it yet, sometimes I think, are people going to be able to relate to this, or how are people going to receive it? But I think it's those personal songs when you're unfiltered and you really talk about your experiences that are most impactful to people.
Mm-hmm. And how have people been receiving this song?
I've been very fortunate. Just in addition to Broken Mirrors, just the entire record that I came out with called Circa 91, that album had received such a positive reception. I think just because people can relate to wanting to find a place called home, wanting to discover multiple identities that they have within themselves. And I think it's just the Filipino-American experience. I think the story, it's such a multitude of stories out there. And this is, I feel like, just one story of the immigration experience. And I think when it comes down to it, a lot of people can relate to, having to feel vulnerable in a place that, that's unknown, that they've never been to, or feeling like they're discriminated or that they don't belong. And so I just tried to tackle those different issues in the record.
Mm. And you'll be playing a few more songs from that album tonight. This morning, yeah, tonight.
We'll be here the whole day.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, stay all day. So you guys, how did you guys come together as a band? How did the Balikbayans start?
So the initial purpose of creating this band was, it was around the 1 year mark already for my Circa 91 album, and I wanted to create an anniversary show where the music and the production was just different than anything I've done in the past. And I thought, what better way to do that than to have live instrumentation in it? I think the live instruments definitely help bring the lyrics and the stories to a bigger dynamic. It helps bring it to a bigger platform. And I think working with such talented musicians as these people, they're able to help tell the story in a way that I couldn't with words.
Mm. And you've come here to play at the Malasimbo Festival over the weekend. Yay! You guys were great. I saw you guys. It was amazing. Why did you come all that way? This is your first time performing together as a band. Why did you come all that way to perform here, perform at Malasimbo?
So this was our first time traveling to the Philippines and performing in the Philippines together as the Balikbayans. And I think one of the the big incentives of traveling together and coming out here was just, I think, it's just it goes with our name, the Balikbayans, to come back home. And I think it also goes with what the whole album is all about, still having that bridge and that connection to where we come from and our roots and where our family is from.
How has it been playing for the Pinoy crowd? How has the crowd been?
How do you guys like it?
It's lit.
They said it was lit.
It was lit. Good job, Filipino audience. So are you going to be coming back? Please come back. Yeah?
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully. So let's head into your next song. This is another song from your album, Circa 91. It's called Background. Can you tell us about this before you play it?
So this song was about, I think, just me growing up and always feeling like I was in the background. And I think being Filipino Americans growing up in the U.S., where we don't really see representations of ourselves, and coupled with us, not really having a connection back here in the Philippines, I think oftentimes when we're trying to form our identity, we're often left kind of confused and felt like we're unnoticed. So this was me coming into terms with my identity.
All right, let's hear it. This is Ruby Ibarra and the Balikbayans with Background.
They sense a vibe in my vibrato. Love the skin I'm in, but I know that's the reason that my father always shredding down a bottle. Mama, I'm trying to make it, but the odds against me. These people say to fake it, but my selling point's me. Pray for me, don't praise me. I got too many inner demons to constantly down. Always try to break me. They wonder why I hate me. I don't see myself in places of power, but I've been thinking like it lately. I'm feeling like I'm 8 feet with 2 tongues, my words aiming like the guns that they point at Kuya's face. See, I think, can you paint me? Is what my younger sister's saying, cause we never seen her face up on that TV. That's nothing like me until I don't like me. I mean, is it likely? So I just write me in these poems nightly, which means I just fight me between songs that might be I seen from my life. See, I see my head above the water. How will I raise a daughter when the currency don't offer same peso to $1? I'm the daughter of 2 immigrants, been working that blue collar. These days they never talk unless they dream across the water. That background, background. But when I'm down, it go background, background. I never been the type to back down, back down. I bounce back and I'm back now, back now. I never been the type to
I don't know why sometimes I feel blind. They say you're gone all the time, but trust it weighs on my mind, baby. All I know is I'll make it this time. You see, I do this for mine. Trust I'll make it this time, cause maybe all I know is all I know is all I know is all I know is.
I make my mind stretch for every line that I might etch. Thinking about the next rhyme like how can mine sign yet? My dreams are far-fetched. I'm feeling like this is the last stretch. Running through that finish line, been running from my past yet. Bear with me the way to my magnum opus debut. My check for staying is day 2. We lie, we never take 2. Swim in the high tides, we swallowing our pride. We buy into their lies. I'm silent with my cries. We trying to cut ties. A citizen part-time, she holding a 9-5, he holding a 9-5. Times he couldn't swallow pride, so we call it the pot line. My father, he don't cry, he talk but he don't try. The music flowing deep into the flat nose and skin tones, sharpest of the axis, but we at home in these poems. Thicker than the fumes in the Manila sky. Broken dreams and severed ties came here when we broke the sky. Check it, I'm the food for thought, heavyweight. Make the letters levitate, trying to be one of the greats. Trust me, time will tell my fate. So tell me, Ruby, tell me why the hell you still afraid? Your only enemy is you, and that's from yesterday. The background, background. But when I'm down, it go background, background. I never been the type to back down, back down. I bounce back and I'm back now, back now. I never been the type to
I don't I feel blind. They say you're gone all the time, but trust it weighs on my mind. Baby, all I know is I'll make it this time. You see, I do this for mine. Trust I'll make it this time, 'cause maybe all I know is 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 all I know is.
I scrub over and over with each stroke, a technique masterfully taught to me by my colonizers. The skin is brown as my father's hands and as deep as the lines around my mother's eyes. Nose and skin, eyes and smile, name and accent. Indicators where I came from, past the Pacific Ocean, where the air is a bit more tight and the sun's rays a bit more strong. I imagine the distant days when he bathed in the rain, the water naturally warm as it fell on my skin. I will look down and see the reflection in the puddles that would form beneath my feet. Distorted, but perfectly clear. Brown body gleaming in the reflection. They say papaya soap only works when it burns, and it burns deep. So scrub harder. When we played outside on hot days, some others would say we smell just like the sun. You don't want to be in the sun, they all say. We are taught to fear darkness, but ironically find solace in the shade. But the skin was built to change colors like chameleons. The skin was built to absorb the sun till it blooms. The skin that many spend their days hating was built to reflect the stories of our ancestors. You don't want to be in the sun. Ruby, stay out of the sun. So scrub harder. Scrub harder. I look down now, and this time I see my color wash away with the water.
So if you guys are just tuning in, that was Ruby Ibarra and the Balikbayans with Background. I have goosebumps right now. That was intense. So that song, like you mentioned earlier, that you just played, it was about you coming to terms with your identity, feeling like you're in the background.
And also touching on colorism. I think, growing up as just Filipinos in general, we're brought up and we're taught to believe that we have to look a certain way in order to achieve acceptance, in order to be in the forefront, in order to be, on a certain platform. And I think I wanted to dismantle that with the album and, remind people that, there is beauty in diversity and representation. Brown is just as beautiful as being as mestiza. We should embrace our Filipino, celebrate who we are, celebrate our people.
Growing up and being told that, like, you're not good enough because you're dark and all that. I feel like that can take a toll on your self-esteem and your confidence. But here you are, you're singing on the stage, you're commanding it. So where did you find that confidence, that courage?
I think it comes from our history, it comes from our ancestors, knowing that, there's been so many people in our past, in our families that paved the road for us. I think it's in our DNA, to be strong and to be resilient.
Did you do any? I think you mentioned before that you took up Asian American history. Do you think it's important as Filipino Americans to go deeper into that, to the history, to read about it?
It's definitely important because, to be honest with you, I think that colonized mindset, that colonial mentality is still very much prevalent. And oftentimes I see it happening in the US where a lot of Filipino Americans, our generation, don't really have much connection with our roots back home or don't even know how to speak the language. And I think it's important that, we learn about our parents' history, where our people came from.
And you mentioned representation earlier. Why do you think representation is important?
Representation is important because it's powerful. To give you an example, I had the opportunity last year to be part of this campaign in the US where I was able to get on a billboard in New York. And some of the messages that I got were people telling me, if I saw this when I was 5 years old, life would have been a lot more easier for me. So even hearing just statements like that, I think is very telling how important representation is.
Wow. Can you talk about that campaign? I think that's how you ended up attending your first Grammys, am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. So last year I had the privilege and honor to be part of a MasterCard Grammy campaign, and I got to collaborate with these amazing unsigned up-and-coming artists as well as the R&B goddess SZA.
So what was it like working with her?
Incredible. It was just, it left me speechless. She's super humble, super nice, and it was just an honor to be able to work alongside her.
Yeah. Well, obviously there's that campaign, and now more than ever, I think media's becoming more and more diverse. And you guys are a part of that. I mean, representation. You are representing. So how does that feel to be, representing the Filipino-American community?
It feels amazing. I mean, not to say that there's no pressure at all, that would be a lie, but I hope at the end of the day that seeing people like a band like us, the Balikbayans, talking about who we are and where we come from, I hope that'll inspire other people to do the same. And because like I said earlier, this is just one droplet in the Filipino-American experience, and there's so many other stories out there that need to be told.
And of course, because you're representing, is there a certain pressure that comes with that? That like, oh, you have to do this properly, you have to do certain things a certain way?
I think definitely when we try to incorporate the culture, we want to be respectful, we want to be mindful and authentic as much as possible.
How do you do that? How do you make sure you're authentic?
I think it comes down first for the lyrics, talking about my own personal experiences. I think people can recognize that when you're talking about something that happened to you, something that's true, something that's real, people can identify that right away. But when it comes to, for example, I made an Us video last year, and we tried to incorporate a lot of Filipino cultural dances and wear inside the imagery. I think it just comes down to making sure that you did your research first, and I think at the end of the day, as much as we want to represent Filipinos, we also want to be respectful of those that came before us.
And again, you guys came all this way from the US. That must not have been easy. And you've made all this effort. How can people support you?
For people that want to support us, you can follow us on Instagram at Balikbayans. That's BALIKBAYANS. We also have an Indiegogo campaign that we started to fund this trip. So these are all amazing musicians, like I mentioned earlier, but we are a mix of full-time musicians, working students, educators, organizers, and I think a lot of the intent behind this was really just to be able to bring the music here back in the Philippines. But if people want to support us, please hit up our Instagram page and check out our Indiegogo campaign. These musicians here deserve to get on bigger stages, get on bigger platforms, and that'll help us be able to come back to the Philippines again sometime soon as well.
Yes, we want you guys back here. So, and you guys you mentioned that the shows that you've been playing here were lit. What's the difference between playing here and then playing in the US? Is it any different?
Probably Philippines is more lit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So please come back, guys. Check out their Indiegogo page so we can get these guys back here. So we're heading into your last song for tonight, and then you'll be flying home. But before that, can you tell us about the song, 7,000 Miles?
So this song was to wrap up my Circa 91 album, and I think it's very fitting today to do it here at Rappler, knowing that we're about to go to the airport in a couple hours to go back. It's basically, it talks about the distance traveled, the distance between Philippines and the US. And I think it just comes full circle with the story again, us traveling 7,000 miles to come here to share our story.
Oh, and you'll be, by the time this airs, you guys will be flying those miles all the way back. Before you play this song, is there anything you'd want to say to the people who are watching?
To everyone out there, thank you so much for your support, especially those who've listened to the music videos, listened to the Circa 91 album. Please, I just want to say these are amazing musicians that are with me. If you want to support them, again, check out our Instagram page at Balikbayans and check out our Indiegogo page as well. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you guys for being here. That was a great set. And yeah, this is Ruby Ibarra and the Balikbayans with 7,000 Miles.
Yeah, 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 Hello, America. Break your backs for dollars, they don't carry ya. 7,000 miles away from home with language barriers. Land of opportunity. Tell me, is it good to you? But 6 feet deep on stolen land is where they bury in November 1991. Papa came here with a wife, 2 daughters, no money, but they wanted them a better life. Peaceful to the name, so they're piecing up the pain. Ain't no peace in the position, as an immigrant that's praying for a piece of that Americana pie for the cream. To a piece of dream they sold you, but it only was a dream. For a piece of mind to thinking that my mama could be seen as an equal, not a foreign immigrant or in between. I was a kid in the sky, nothing but dreams in her eyes, hoping that we would survive. But mama, those were the times. They telling us compromise, they always feeding us lies, made to believe I don't exist unless I wear a disguise. Cause I've been constantly lied to, broken down till I cry, till I no longer recognize the person that was inside. Until we fade like the sun, and we forget where we're from, and we self hate till it's done, and never question it once. So mama, tell me we won, the person that I become. I have a soul for a tongue and the skin that shines and this in them, because the place that I'm from still lingers deep on my tongue. So every word from a lantern hold the weight of a ton. If I'm ever slipping, I'm never looking down. I do this for myself till the end to hold it down. And even when I'm sinking, I'm never looking down. I do this for myself till the end to hold it down. And even when I'm slipping, I'm never looking down. I do this for myself till the end to hold it down. And even when I'm sinking, I'm never looking down. I do this for myself till the end to hold it down. Yeah.
Mama will make it in America. Mama will make it in America. Yeah, Mama will make it in America. I swear. Yeah, yeah. Mama will make it in America. Mama will make it in America. Yeah, Mama will make it in America. I swear. Yeah, yeah.
Feeling homesick as we go. Mama's never really home, cause she working all alone. Living broke, we need a loan. Papa threatened mama's life. Papa left with no goodbye. Promise to myself inside, no man will ever make me cry. Now I'm thinking that I'm grown. All I wanna do is roam, running far away from home. In the crowd, I feel alone. Mama, she be working late. Lots of showing on her face. Too much pressure on her plate. I'm too selfish to relate. Auntie says stay in your home. Why get darker cause you prone? Look into the mirror, oh, Filipino blood and bones. Crushing in my skin and tone like I should be embarrassed though. Whiter skin is seen as gold. This is what we're always told. Mama said to learn the way. Every day you emulate till identity erased. Overcome by inner hate. Teacher said to hide my tongue. They don't understand me none. Hold my breath, these 4 lungs too proud. Well, they like a gun. I'm correcting mama's words. I'm embarrassed when she slurs. What makes me better than her? This language wasn't her first. Ruby, can you get a grip? Find a balance, you might slip. Mom and dad need you quick. Stop thinking that you the shit. 7,000 miles from home, but a million more to go. Gotta make it on my own. I can feel I'm getting close. 7,000 miles from home, but a million more to go. Gotta make it on my own. I can feel I'm getting close.
Mama will make it in America. Mama will make it in America. Yeah, Mama will make it in America. I swear. Yeah, yeah. Mama will make it in America. Mama will make it in America. Yeah, Mama will make it in America. I swear. Yeah, yeah. Mama will make it in America.
Hey, Mama will make it in America. Hey,
Mama will make it in America. I swear. Yeah, yeah.
Mama will make it in America. Hey, mama won't make it in America. Hey, mama, I made it in America.
I swear, I swear, I swear, yeah.
Thank you so much, Rappler. My name is Ibarra, and we are the Balikbayans.